I think there are just some really thorny ethical questions here. So to give one example that I think a lot of different labs are grappling with in different ways, imagine you're sort of a 14-year-old in sort of, I'm going to say, some rural part of your country, and you're having doubts about your sexuality or gender identity, and you don't have a social support network that can be sort of that you can come out to or discuss these issues with. Should you be able to discuss these issues with an LLM, with Claude, or with Gemini? On the one hand, I think we have some pretty good reasons to be cautious about models interacting with under 18s, particularly on sort of sexual topics or topics related to these issues. But on the other hand, that could be a really powerful positive influence, right? And I think if you're a scared and isolated young person who doesn't have anyone else to talk to, maybe these models could provide positive influence on your life when grappling with these issues. But I mention that as an example of a sort of an ethical or normative issue, because it's not just a question of, how do we get models to say the right thing? At some level, we need to decide, what is the right thing for models? What is the right approach for models to adopt in approaching, for example, these questions of discussing gender or sexual identity with under 18s?